Okay, so 3 things we're going to do. All right, number 1. I'm going to ask you guys to name an angle. Okay, whoa. Naming an angle consists of naming it by its parts. Okay, what you guys just did was step number 2. Classified. What did you say? Right. You said 90, that'd be like a right angle. So that is classification of an angle. And then number 3, the last thing we're going to do, which is the whole purpose of those protractors on your desk. Measure an angle. So at the end of the class period, I'm going to have you guys draw an angle. You're going to measure it, and you're going to name it, and you're going to classify it. All 3 things are separate, but you can do all 3 things at once. Okay? We're going to start here with naming an angle. Alright, before we can name the angle, we must first understand how an angle is made. Angles are made with the building blocks of geometry. This, thank you, is a ray, and it is specifically ray AC. Ugh, here we go again. What do you call this? Ray AB. I'm about to make you famous on YouTube. Okay? So, is it worth saying, oh, ray AC, ray AB? No. Now that it is an angle, we'll just say, hey, those are the sides of the angle. This is one side, this is the other side. They're called sides now, guys. The sides of the angle. And then very specifically, point A has its own name. The vertex. There's 2 parts of an angle. Sides and a vertex. So, we should attempt to name this angle. And guess what? What?
Angle BAC.
Angle BAC. Please enlighten me how you did that.
I don't know. I taught that when I was younger.
Well, yeah. So, but my mind goes like this: BAC. Did my finger ever fall off the line?
No.
No. Look, BAC. Nailed it.
C-A-B.
Whoa! Hold on.
C-A-B.
C-A-B. C-A-B. You guys are pros. Okay. There's one more.
Or just angle A.
Or just angle A. Did you know that, or did you read that?
Well, it doesn't. So it's an angle and the vertex.
It's right there.
The answers are there, right?
He got it. Yeah.
So, I want you guys to see something very, very specific.
They line up. What?
It always is named with the vertex in the middle. So it's either angle A, it's BAC, or it's CAB. It's a good way to check. Now, what about this one?
No.
Wrong.
Wrong.
You can't go up.
A, C. I can't.
No, it's stuck on that line.
I can't fall off the line. You cannot travel across the angle. No. Uh-uh.
We don't got that on this.
Okay, and here's why.
We don't do that here.
We're so sweet.
I just drew a box. I just drew a box.
Well,
So thank you. So you guys will say stuff like, "Hey, this is angle XAB," and you're right, XAB. You'll say, "Hey, this is angle AOB."
No. It's ABO.
It is angle ABO. So sometimes you'll name the right angle. Hey, this is angle OXB. Well, yeah, this is angle OXB, and that's what you're talking about. But you were trying to talk about this one. So you'll give the right answer, but it'll be in a different location just on accident.
That's cool.
Just on accident. Okay? So let's try this one. There. How many angles do you see? 3?
Two.
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 2 or 3, right?
Two.
So as you name the angle, I will color coordinate that, and we'll see how many angles we can find.
WXC.
Sorry, plane WXZ? Is that what you said? Plane WX?
No.
Angle.
Angle WXZ is now purple.
Lines. Angle line.
Hold on.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
So you already said WXZ. In my mind, he's talking about planes because we name planes by.
3 points.
So you have to be specific and say angle WXZ. That's the purple angle now. Give me a different one.
Angle WXY.
Angle WXY is now the red angle.
Hold up.
Chunky.
There's like 4.
Right.
ZXY.
One more time, Josiah.
Angle ZXY.
Angle ZXY is now the green angle.
What about angle X?
WX.
What's that?
Angle X.
What about angle X? Hold on to that. I'll let you use angle X if you can tell me what color it is.
Black. Alright, so no. Brown.
Oh, we got purple,
Purple.
red, or pink? Green.
It
Purple,
still,
red, or
it
green.
still would be black as all the colors.
What color is it?
All of the above.
Alright, so if I say student is intelligent, who am I talking about?
Student. It's color.
You have no idea. Okay? If I say student is stupid, who am I talking about?
I have no idea.
Now, if I give it a very specific name, instead of student, I say Devin is beautiful. That guy right there, he's the one I'm talking about. Devin
Wait,
is
wait,
beautiful.
but what if someone else's class is
Then
named
I would have to be very specific. I would say Devin Dantzler is intelligent. It is very specific. There is only one person in here. If I just say, no, Carlos. If I just say student is intelligent, you have no idea who I'm talking about. This is the student answer, angle X. You have no idea. These are very specific answers. Now, we've named the purple one, we've named the red one, we got the green one, but give me another name for the purple one.
ZXW.
All you're doing is doing this, right?
Just flip it.
You're flipping it. Why?
You can't flip the other one.
That looks like another.
Now look, now look.
X.
They all have X in common.
Because when you name an angle, you must go from the side to the vertex out to the side. So angle X should always be in the middle.
Well, the vertex.
Okay, chunk one. Chunk one, skirt. How do you feel about it?
It's not that bad.
Naming angles. Now, inevitably, you're going to make mistakes because you think it's so easy, you're not going to take a little bit of care to go back and justify your answer. Okay? Now, it's dumb to actually trace the angle, but I will always do that, and just to make sure I'm doing it right. Okay? All right. Chunk number 2. There he is. The protractor.
Hey.
Now,
Picture boy.
the protractor, all I'm going to read is the top part. A protractor can be used to approximate the measure of an angle. The angle is measured in degrees. So if you say an angle is 90,
We don't know.
what are you talking about?
90 degrees.
It is 90 degrees is the angle. So y'all feel like it's cold in here?
Yes.
If you go stand in the corner, it's a little warmer. It's about 90 degrees over there.
For real?
Really?
Oh.
Okay, so approximate, right? Approximate.
I get it.
Now, if I measure an angle that's 40 degrees, and Mikey measures the same exact angle and he gets 39, who's right? Who's wrong?
Both.
We're both right
I was.
because
Because
it's
it's
an approximation. Now, if I say I got about 15 cents in my pocket, does that make sense? Is that possible?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or if I say I got $10 million in my pocket,
Well,
If it's on the
If-
card.
Probably not. Probably not. Now, here's where the answers are going to be either all the way right. If I say 40 and he says 140, we have an issue. If I say 40 and you say 41, I'll take it. It's an approximation. So here's what's going to happen. We're about to introduce our first geometric tool of the year. Boom!
It's your protractor.
Now here's your first task.
You used that last time.
Put your protractor on something white. So like the other half of your notes,
Who's that?
yeah, that's fine. Put it down somewhere and then don't touch it. No touchy.
Okay.
Take it away. Now, I want you to read your protractor.
0 inch.
Now, is anybody's protractor accidentally upside down?
Mine was, but not anymore.
Did you touch it?
Yeah.
Did Simon say you could touch it?
No.
No.
Mine was
Well,
like
yeah,
10 minutes
So,
ago.
look, and it was an easy fix, wasn't it? You just took it from like this and you flipped it over.
Yeah.
So now that you can actually read your protractor, there are instructions on there.
Yeah.
What does it say?
Ankles opening.
Angles opening to the left, use the upper scale. So that looks like this. I'll use the upper scale. All the numbers on the top. Angles opening to the right, use the lower scale. So if it looks like this, you use the numbers over here, starting on the right and counting up. What's that?
Every single one of them.
So yeah, I think most of them have the instructions on them.
No, I didn't.
Not all of them.
This
Okay.
one.
Now, what about
I noticed
the
that.
angry teacher that gives you an angle that looks like this?
You flip it upside down. Not flip. You like turn to the side.
You move your protractor.
Yeah, but which way?
Yeah. So here's the great thing, guys. That paper should not be glued to your desk. You can take this angle and you can say, "Hey, bro, I want you to be a left angle." Or you can take your paper and you can say, "Hey, bro, I want you to be a right angle." You can make the angle open whatever way you want. Okay. Now we are legit playing Simon Says right now. Don't do anything until Simon says to do.
Hey.
In a hot second, Simon is about to ask you guys to draw that angle. Okay? Now when you, Simon says, now when you draw this angle, there's a right way and a wrong way to do it. Here's the wrong way. One. I can do this. This is the wrong way. And you guys laugh. But how many of you guys would have actually thought, unless I did that you have to use your straight edge to draw the angle? The compass, the protractor, literally has a flat edge so you can draw straight lines. Simon says, use your protractor to draw that angle the best you can on something white. While you're doing that, Simon's going to take attendance.
Who is Simon?
Me, go like Simon says. It's kind of dumb, right? But it kept people from working ahead. I can't take attendance because I'm recording, and all your stuff will be online forever.
Do you have an editing software?
Nah, that's too much work
I'll do it.
for all
Let's buy
5
a name.
views.
You know,
Hey,
like everyone's
You had like 40 on that one.
It's alright. I'll just do it by hand. So, draw your angle. Make sure you label it ANGLE with the point in the middle being C. Now, I don't expect your angle to be exactly the same as mine, because that's too much to ask. Just something that looks close. We're missing one person. Samantha? Let's see. Destiny? Haley? Haley? Okay, no, I'm an idiot, sorry.
Well,
Devin?
listen, him.
Who?
Okay, that's
Him.
fine, Devin.
The guy that sits behind Devin.
I don't know his name.
Noah. You nailed it. Good job, design. Noah. Now we all know who Noah is. Noah's famous on YouTube. Alright, who feels like they nailed it? Like their picture is perfect. Alright, Mikey.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm gonna show you Mikey's picture. Mikey's got a pretty good picture. Let me see.
Look at this one.
Let me see. Can I borrow yours? Oh man.
That
Alright.
was mine.
So does yours look like this?
I have a special-
Similar.
Now,
Wow.
is this a good picture?
Yeah.
It's beautiful, guys.
But is it exactly the same? No.
Now, do you think there might be some issues with this?
Yeah. It's not the same. It's not gonna be the same.
Here's what might happen, okay? And it had happened to everybody all day. You guys are gonna put your protractor on there, and it's gonna look like this. You're gonna have this little bitty picture and this big old protractor. So if I ask you to hold on. If I ask you to measure angle ACN, you see how there might be some issues there? So you can do two things. You can make your protractor smaller. Right? You can't do that, can you?
Yeah.
So what is your only option
Make
now?
the drawing big.
So you have to make your lines longer. So you can just use that flat edge and you can just extend them out. So I did it earlier, and it doesn't matter where the point is, you can take and you can just shoot it out farther. That way it'll actually reach the edge of your protractor. So that's why Carlos, unfortunately, with this big old red protractor, you're gonna need a much bigger drawing with Devin's tiny little orange protractor, right? They're not the same size. So this is cool because it's just different. This is basic because it's smaller. They offer different hurdles. Okay, so let's get into it. We're actually gonna do it now. We're about to actually use our protractors, the moment you've all been waiting for.
Put on a different.
Name an angle for me, please. Just one. Raise your hand. Go ahead. Name one of these angles.
ACN.
Angle ACN. So we are about to execute our first geometric measurement by measuring that angle. Who knows how to do it? Okay, let me tell you. It's a 3-step process. Put your crosshairs on the target. What? These are
That's
your
what I run for
crosshairs.
school.
These are your crosshairs right here. This is your crosshairs. That crosshairs goes on your target. Where's your target?
C.
The vertex. Nailed it. So take your crosshairs, put it on the target. That is step 1. Step 2. You must line a 0 up with one side of your angle. Did you accomplish that?
Yeah.
You got crosshairs on the target. You got 0 on the side. Step 3, measure angle opening to the left. I must use the top scale. 10, 20, 30, 43. My angle is 43 degrees. Your angle is 45. I expect them to be different. Now, if you told me that your angle is 138 degrees, I'd be like, but you're wrong. Does that make sense why that's wrong? Because you used the wrong scale. 39, 48, 43,
It's like 60.
54. Those all make sense to me. But 130 would not be correct.
What about 50?
50 is fine. Did anybody do this?
I don't think anybody did that, but
I did.
No, the instructions literally said put your crosshairs on the target and line A0 up with A side of the angle. Is there a 0 on this side?
yes.
Yeah.
So now I have to count from 0 up. 10, 20, 30, 40, 3. It's still the same thing. That's weird. Because I'm measuring the same angle. Okay? Nailed it. Now, we nailed that. How do you write that down? Mine was 43. How do I write that?
43 degree
What angle was it?
angle A and C, or A
C-A-N. Sorry, A-C.
equals 43
Is that,
You're so close, but you're so wrong.
if you're out of Fahrenheit, there we go.
No. In this scenario, it's a new notation. So angle ACN is literally this picture.
Oh,
So
we gotta
these
show
two
it.
things don't make sense. This picture is not 43
We
degrees.
have to do that.
The measurement of the picture is 43 degrees. That sounds stupid, right? Like, why would they do that? So that goes back to the same thing as remember, this is a picture of the line segment, and this is the length of the line segment. So now we get to here with measurement. Okay, let's try something else. We got that angle knocked out. Somebody name me a different angle. What you got?
ACG.
Angle ACG.
E.
That's weird. You skipped across the line. Are you allowed to do that?
There you go.
E.
He said ACG. He's talking about this angle right here. That is
Yeah, you can.
perfectly okay. This is a fun one. No one's done this one yet today. I don't know why everyone
Really?
skips this one.
Because I think they can't skip
Now, theoretically, what does that look like to you?
90 degrees, but it's probably about 89.
Now, you can only call it a right angle unless you measure it and it equals exactly 90 degrees. So go ahead and measure it and see what you got.
90 degrees. I got it.
I got
I got
like
literally
99
90 degrees. Beautiful.
Perfect. That's okay. That means you're a really good drawer.
yeah.
If yours equals 90, then you are allowed to do this now.
Does that give you the answer?
That means it's 90. If it's 89, you can't do that. If it's 91, you can't do that.
It has to be
Has to be
exact.
90.
That's pretty nice.
Okay,
I think we're right.
let's try a hard one.
I got it.
I got it.
ACL.
What you got? ACE. Okay.
That's good.
What you got? What'd you get for it? 180 degrees. From here to
It's
here.
like
Why is it
the
180
hardest
degrees?
one, because it's a straight line.
Straight line. Now here's the hard question. What about
AC. A. Oh.
all right? So
Wait.
a lot of eyebrows
Never mind.
furrowing. Like what?
It took me a second, but I got it.
Once you see it, it's not hard,
Yeah.
but you have to be able to see it. So let's follow the steps. Step 1. Crosshairs on the target. Step 2. The 0 has to be on one side of the angle. I'm a top scale guy. So I'm going to put this 0 over here on the angle, like this.
So if you can make it
Now, I use the top scale. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 81 degrees. 82, we're both right. 81, 82. The only thing that I wouldn't take would be, that's 100 degrees. That doesn't make any sense.
I got exactly
Perfect.
That's
Like
Did anybody do it this way?
67 or 68.
Whoa. Oh,
Way over.
that's great. Look what you did. You can
Nobody
pause
wants
it.
you to do it. Anybody do it that way?
I did.
Bottom scale, right? That's a
That's
little,
what I'm doing
it's a
right
little more intelligent way. You have to think a little harder because it's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80,
1.
1, 2. Then it's still 82 degrees. It's a little harder to jump the scales to get the single kids. Now, there are some people who love math so much that they use these to do math. Yeah, in every class but this one. I don't know why. They said do it like this. And they said this angle right here is 90 degrees. They're like, I'm comfortable with that measurement. And they said that this angle right here is 8 degrees.
That's
So
how I
to
was
find
doing.
out this one, they subtracted them. And they got 82.
That's what I was doing.
Did you do it like that?
And that's fine.
I said it.
That's extra. You've already taught yourself the next chunk. This piece plus this piece equals, that's called the angle addition postulate. This piece plus this piece equals. Okay, now, earlier you guys were trying to name angles by their classification. This is the last chunk, and then I'm done. The faster we do this, the faster it's over. Classifications are acute, obtuse, right,
or
straight. Have you ever heard straight classification before?
I've heard it before, but it just
Okay, so what does this one appear to be?
an acute.
So acute.
Now, do you know what acute means?
No,
Less than 90 degrees.
Wrong! Less than 90. Because a negative 10 degree angle is an acute angle. So less than 90 is not going to cut it.
Less than 90 degrees is 0.
Yes, anywhere between 0 and 90. And that is algebra 2 notation. It's called set notation. It says x is bigger than 0 and x is smaller than 90. Anywhere between 0 and 90 works. Now you know the real definition. Shame on your 8th grade teacher for saying less than 90. That's not true. Okay? What about this guy?
They said
Exactly 90.
Exactly 90.
exactly.
But that's the definition. What's the classification?
Right.
Right?
They did say just not after 0. That's all they said.
What about the third one?
Obtuse.
Obtuse. Now, redeem your teachers. What did they tell you an obtuse angle was?
Bigger than 90.
So a 270 degree
Yeah, it
angle.
can't go on.
So
Greater than 90 to less than 180.
Because
So anywhere between 90
I'm
And
gonna say
180.
0
and 180.
yes.
I was gonna say 0 180.
No, because a 45 degree angle is defined as classified as acute. So it goes acute, right, then it's obtuse. And then you go past that and you get one of these. A straight angle. And what do you think the definition for a straight angle is?
0 or 1.
0
Equal to 180.
80.
Exactly.
Alright.
Exactly.
Carlos opened Pandora's box. He said 0 or
I
180.
said through.
No. That is only one measurement. This was equal to 90. This one is equal to
180.
180.
Oh, because there's no in between two things. It's just
It is either one thing or the other. It cannot be both. So, have you ever seen a 0 degree angle before? Lies!
Yes.
is that
There is one side of my angle. I'm going to go up 0 degrees.
Oh my god.
What is a 0 degree angle? Array.
Oh, wait,
Array.
You're right.
What is a 180 degree angle?
Opposite.
A line.
That was mine.
Well, it could be.
Cool.
No, opposite race.
You guys thought you knew what we were talking about, didn't you?
Kind
And
of.
here I come swooping in, ruining your
I'm
day.
just really
I was just
tired.
waiting for him to go off on
So here's what your test looks like. This is your test question, just like this. They're gonna print a protractor on your test.
That's
No, So it is your job, and I think the first question, if my memory serves me, is what is the measure of angle KHJ, or it says JHK? And you respond, or you bubble in, or you circle 55 degrees. And then it asks you, it'll say, comma, classify it. Classify it. Acute. Now, there might say 55 degrees obtuse, is that correct?
No,
No.
because not like
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, I think the next one is, I can't, does someone read it for me? GHK, that's this one right here. Okay, so you classify it as obtuse, and what is its actual angle measurement?
60. Oh wait.
125.
Oh.
So he tried to say 65, and he caught himself. He was like, no, it can't be 65 because it's a big obtuse angle. 125 degrees. And then you're already learning how to check yourself. Now, does that seem like a really easy test question?
Yes, it does.
Again, that's not what it is.
Okay, that's not good. That's
There's your test question.
That's doable.
Acute is perfect, but do you have the ability to turn your angle or
No.
turn your protractor?
That's where you have to do math.
Devin says 30. 10, 20, 30,
35.
35. Now, he would have gotten really close. It might have said 35 acute. Would you have circled that one? Maybe. Or it might have said, it might have said 125 obtuse. No. It might have said 55 acute. No. So you, even though you're in the right ballpark, you're getting the right answer. So then, this is the last thing I have. Mikey and I talked about this thing earlier, adding angles together. So here's the angle addition postulate. This one's 10. This one's 15. How big is the whole angle?
25.
You just did the angle addition postulate.
Big brain.
The first piece plus the second piece equals.
One thing.
Guys, we did it. We just mathed it.
We did it, and we did it.
So